Hey Virgo, let's see what you got going on here. You know, I did a reading for you last night, rambling, not very put together. Instead of putting it out, I'm gonna try to start over. Someone wants to help you? Death and endings. Maybe someone wants to give you some kind of assistance after a death or an ending within your life, a death or transformation. You've had some kind of end. It's kind of what came out in the last reading I attempted, but I rambled on. Virgo, anything that you don't know. A cult or coven, some kind of organization or group that you were a part of. It's like you're pulling yourself away from that. There's an ending to that, or there's some kind of group or organization that you're a part of came to an end. And somebody wants to give you some kind of assistance. I have empath or martyr. Someone who has lots of emotions, they have intuitive emotions or feelings, someone who picks up the psychic energy around them, maybe someone who overgives, an unsupportive support system, fake family, frenemies, a Judas. There's an end to some kind of organization you're a part of because you have someone around that was working against you. Could have been a family, a friend, someone that you had a lot of empathy for, someone that could have been a part of some kind of association or an organization. Maybe you could have been pushed out of some kind of organization, like people kind of rallied against you in some kind of way, or talked a lot of shit about you, or, you know, like I have Judas, some kind of betrayal, scapegoat or black sheep. You feel like the black sheep, like people single you out or use you as some kind of excuse or reason to blame things on. Like there was something that happened within this organization or group that you belong to, or is something that they belong to, and I feel that you were associated with it. I feel that they kind of used you as a scapegoat, and there was a feeling of being betrayed or a betrayal due to this. Like they did something dirty, but then they blamed you because of it. And because of this kind of betrayal towards you, you got pushed out. But there's someone here that kind of saw what happened, and they want to offer some kind of assistance or help because of it. Like something like, this is like a false accusations, like people falsely accused you of something and you got pushed out because of it. Bad health. In the reverse, you're trying to come out of some kind of bad health, or maybe someone around you you're trying to improve on your health. Because maybe you haven't been feeling all that well and you're trying to work on something like your health-wise, your diet, your sleeping schedule, you know, trying to declutter, you know, maybe declutter from negative thoughts or thinking. You're trying to improve on your health, like your mindset, or just your physical health. And it's like you're coming out of that, a missed opportunity. FBI or police, and safe travels. Whatever you were a part of that you feel unjustly accused of, that you were used as the fall guy or lady, the fall person, that you got pushed out of something unfairly, that someone falsely accused you of something and used you as a scapegoat. Maybe they could have even have gotten the police involved, or, you know, it's someone who like falsely accused you of something, and now they're like trying to monitor you in some way. Or maybe they could be some part of the police, or, you know, in that kind of organization. Maybe you could be a cop, or you could be dealing with someone associated with the FBI or police or some kind of organization like that. But I feel that you were unjustly accused of something. Let's see what else is going on. Do an elemental cross. You're dropping some extra burdens. You're trying to drop a lot of situations that brought drama into your life. Like whatever happened was really dramatic, over dramatic. It was too much. And you're trying to lighten your load a bit. Six of Swords. You're moving away from something, or moving towards something. You could be going on some kind of travel, a trip, a move in location, maybe possibly a move in a job, or a move in location, or maybe a plan or a vacation that you have ahead of you. Maybe in the past you could have had options, or you just could have had a lot of on your plate, a lot of responsibilities, trying to juggle work and home life, trying to juggle, you know, bills, trying to juggle your personal life, or possibly even options and partners. But it was like, I feel like a release of that after this betrayal happened, these false accusations. What could help you is the Ace of Swords. This is a revelation. This is revealing some kind of truth. This is opening communication. This is someone revealing some kind of truth. Maybe someone was revealed to you, as in like, whatever, like this setup. So when you, if you felt unfairly accused or unfairly pushed out of some kind of organization you could have been a part of, it was like a really big cult mentality, a group mentality. And I feel that they used you as a scapegoat for something that they were doing really fucked up. And what could help you is speaking out, or having some kind of open communication, or this is like a realization, or somebody is going to have an open communication with you and reveal something, or someone will be revealed to you. The outcome is the Page of Wands. Going towards something, like away from one thing and towards something, towards another, like passionately. This is action. Well, this is a message. Pages are messengers and knights are movement. So this is a message about going forward, about an action, about a movement, possibly a new passionate beginning. But this is possibly wanting to speak out and send a message about some kind of movement. Maybe you did that with somebody, or somebody did that with you. On the bottom of the deck, something that you don't see is dropping a lot of burdens, responsibilities, and maybe in the past you had too many responsibilities and burdens, or someone around you did, or maybe you both did, and it's like, I can't, it's too heavy, too many responsibilities, and I can't maintain it all anymore, and it's something that I just have to let it go. I have to let some of this responsibilities go. You could be going through financial issues, or you're trying to declutter, you're trying to downsize, you're trying to cut back, and you're trying to release yourself from a lot of things that you've been a part of, because it's like you're trying to pull yourself away from whatever drama that you got put on, because it was like whatever group or situation or organization that you're a part of, like it left a really bad taste in your mouth. And it's like presently with the Six of Swords, this is moving away from the issue. It's not fighting, it's not fighting the battle so you could win the overall war. It's winning by not fighting anymore. It's like, okay, well, this situation is bad. Maybe I was unjustly accused. Maybe I was, like false accusations, and maybe I shouldn't deal with this certain situations, like as in like having so many people a part of your energy anymore. Like you're trying to even clear out a lot of friends groups or responsibilities or bills, or just this indecision that you had. But your obstacles and challenges is the Hermit. Maybe you have some trouble like with being alone, or some kind of fear of being alone. This is like, if this is an obstacle, this is holding yourself isolated. But with the Hermit, it's more about looking inward. It's like maybe you've tried to avoid a lot of looking within because of and you kind of spread yourself thin with a lot of hobbies, with a lot of work, with a lot of anything to get you out of your home and out of your head. And there's a lack of introspection. And maybe there's a need for some. Maybe there's a need to like learn how to be alone for a while and actually start to introspect and like go within and figure things out. And actually listen to yourself and your intuition, and find a more connection with spirit. But underneath, you're dropping a burden, you're moving away to something new, and there's going to be some kind of revelation or open communication, or like epiphany. And you're going towards it, sending out a message about some kind of movement or passion. Now, this could be anything that you're juggling. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, juggling relationships, romantic relationships, juggling too many hobbies, work life, social life, all of that. And it's like, I can't keep trying to juggle everything just to stay away from my own thoughts in my head. I gotta release it, because it's like you're burning yourself out, and you're finding yourself in a lot of drama situations that you never expected to be. So it's like you want to do everything to avoid the drama, and you want to go within. And you did everything you can to stop yourself from going within, to stop hearing your own thoughts and introspecting. It's like you're trying to stop yourself from ruminating, but you filled up your time with a lot of this other situations that ended up bringing a whole lot of drama into your life. Now, there's some kind of missed opportunity as well, that somebody feels that you're a missed opportunity, or that you feel that there was a missed opportunity somewhere. And I feel like you want to go ahead and move away from all the drama. in the past. 10 of Cups, this is emotional happiness. This is a happy home, a happy life. And it's like, in the past you made a decision and to work on your happier home, your happier life, you know, like a more stable, fulfilling life, and you dropped a lot of options that you've had or a lot of extra burdens that you've had. Maybe whatever you were working on kind of used you as an option, or you felt kind of used as an option, and it was something that you tried to work on, but it was like it became too overwhelming. Like this, it was too much of an expectation, and it was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna make a choice that since it was too much, I gotta let it go. Even though it was something that you thought could make you happy, or it was trying to make a decision on something that would make you happy. This is like also an inability to commit, overwhelm, instability. Like this is all just so overwhelming. Like this happy home, this happy life, something that you thought that could be ultra fulfilling, I think it came an end because it became too, what you thought could be fulfilling, it came an end because it was just too overwhelming, or maybe there's some kind of fear of commitment towards it. And you're moving away from it because it's all just so much. This is like disappointments. This is like you feel like you were betrayed or rejected in some kind of way. You were treated like a scapegoat and a black sheep, and it really put you in a really bad place. And I feel like you're moving away towards this conflict. And you're trying to lighten your load and you made some kind of decision to move away. And maybe you want to offer something. Knight of Cups, this is movement, some kind of emotional offer, moving away from a conflict or a lot of drama, and you'd like to give an offer out to someone else or somewhere else. Like something, it could be a career path, it could be a person, it could be a business situation, but this is a cup of emotion. It's like I'm moving away from the internal conflict, from the overwhelm, and I want to give some kind of cup of emotion, some kind of reach out of something, and there's movement. What's challenging though is speaking your mind, speaking your truth. Maybe somebody that you've been watching or somebody has been watching you. Maybe there was some immature communication that happened, or somebody been watching you and wants to reveal something, and maybe somebody revealed something to you, or you want to reveal some kind of truth or communication, or someone was revealed to you, and it's like now there's a watching energy. Now there's kind of like, what's going on with this situation? You want to be more observant in this situation, but you also want to open up a lines of communication, or communication was opened up to you. What's challenging? You're trying to stick up for yourself. You feel there's a need to state your case or say your piece or stand up for yourself for some kind of false accusations that happened in the past. Someone who was really enveloped in their own emotions and who felt unsupported in some kind of way, or maybe that you felt unsupported in some kind of way. But the challenge and the obstacles is the Hermit and wanting to win. The Hermit is being on your own and wanting to state your case, wanting to stand up for your beliefs, wanting to stay on top of something, or you feel like you have to defend yourself, or you have to kind of like, you know, like fight back from some kind of false accusations. Or you have to stay on top of something. Like it's like a struggle to stay on top, to stay afloat, and you're having trouble being on your own. Maybe you've had a lot of trouble being on your own, like you sought out a lot of distractions, but each of the distractions that you sought out because you didn't want to be alone and introspect, maybe it's needed, is conflict. And now you feel a need to stand up for yourself, to fight back against some kind of false accusations. In the future, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. These are two pages, messages about some kind of movement, messages about some kind of offer. Maybe somebody offered some kind of job offer and you're moving for some kind of job offer. Or you're moving towards another job, or, you know, but it's something that it says action and it says tangible. This is movement and moving towards something that maybe you want to give some kind of offer to, or some kind of passionate offer that's tangible. Or you're accepting some kind of job offer and you're moving away towards it. King of Wands. Maybe you're ready to start something new. And this is something that burdened you for a while. And it's like, I'm ready to drop this burden. I'm not willing to accept some kind of burden that other people put on me. And you're ready to kind of go towards life with a new, I don't know, like a new passionate beginning. So the King of Wands, he creates things. He manifests things, like he's a doer. He's, you know, like he's not a talker. He's not an analyzer. He is a doer. He goes with action. He's good at starting new businesses, new jobs, you know, like he starts out with something new, expansions or wars. And, you know, it's someone who is very cardinal, you know, someone who has like, you know, like can be very like passionate and lustful. You could be dealing with the King of Wands, or you could be in this energy, ready to start out and create something new with like direction and action, and you're ready to drop a lot of burdens within this. And I see you sending out messages of like maybe some kind of job offer, or you're accepting some kind of message and of some kind of tangible offer, or, you know, some kind of passionate offer is something that, you know, you're accepting some kind of job that you're really passionate about, or you're going towards something that you're really passionate about, that you feel that could be really abundant, that, you know, like, but it's like a feeling of being like, I don't want to be falsely accused. I don't want to be kind of like, I want to communicate, I want to speak, but I don't want to have a lot of burden that comes along with it. But I see offers, I see an offer and a movement, and dropping whatever has been holding you back. Or you feel that it kind of screwed you over in the past, and going towards something to start anew. The Temple Path. This is a new spiritual path within your life. Something that is, you feel spiritually and psychically tied to. Maybe this is a path back to spirit. Walking away. I see a lot of walking away. Leaving behind past conflicts, past things that are holding you down, and going towards something new. Cornucopia. Wanting to give out some kind of emotional offer and speak some kind of truth, and feeling that this is something that is really abundant, that it will give you a lot of like rewards, like a lot of karmic rewards and dharma. And there's some kind of truth that was revealed, whether you spoke some kind of truth or somebody spoke some kind of truth to you, but there's some kind of still some indecision about it. Like you're still trying to decide about it. You're still trying to see what's really up. Like the Page of Swords, he's the scout. He gets sent out before the rest of the platoon, you know, to scout out the terrain, to search for any kind of danger. You know, the Page of Swords, like, you know, he's very careful, he's very observant, and he investigates the situation. And you feel like there's, after this communication, there's more that you need to learn, and you want to be able to actually like really explore the terrain. And maybe there's a need to be like really observant of the situation and really get to know the terrain and find out what you're really dealing with, that will help this kind of feeling of being indecisive about something actually open a line of communication, and to be more open with like some kind of truth or communication, what you really want, what you intend, or if somebody wants to do this for you. It's like you spent a lot of time rushing in and out of certain things, or maybe you or whoever you're dealing with that you rushed into situations which made you feel unsure and unbalanced and untrustful. Or maybe somebody did this with you. This is also from like trauma responses, or, you know, people who have a kind of like unstable kind of attachment. This is kind of like, you know, people who have a anxious attachment, that they would rush into one situation, but then they would become indecisive and unsure, and they would rush out of a situation. This is also a trauma response from people who suffered like really abusive relationships or PTSD, that they feel unstable getting to know somebody and really surveying the land, that they rush into one situation so quickly to the point that they feel unbalanced, and when they get too deep, they feel like they don't know this person and it's unsafe, and then they kind of leave, which creates a push and pull situation. And there's a need to be more observant and more open with your communication, and to maybe take your time and to really survey the land or what you're going towards in order to bring this sense of security in whatever decision that you want to make. But I feel like you made a decision from walking away towards from one situation. Maybe somebody was unsure of you, or you were unsure of somebody, or, you know, like, or this job path, or living where you're living, or like, you know, to continue to deal with some kind of group or organization that you feel like just kind of like screwed you over in some kind of way, or kind of gave you some kind of false accusations, or made you the fall guy or fall girl in something. And I feel like if you go towards something slowly and carefully and observant with open communication, it could lead to a lot of caring connection. Oh, look at all that. Do you see all of that? Caring connection, rest and rejuvenation, victory and happy family. That's awesome. What is this? Magician in the mirror. Trying to manifest something. 5, 6, 7, 8. Trying to manifest abundance, happiness, a caring connection, victory. It was something that you've been thinking about for a while, or it was like, whatever happened here, whatever kind of fear or of like committing, or like fear of being on your own or introspecting, it was like this left such a bad taste in your mouth that you're ready to just kind of like, you know, stop seeking out so much distractions, and you're ready to like, you feel like you're ready to have something like a more peaceful and happy life with so like a lot less distractions, like, or, you know, like whatever happened here, it's like maybe I should keep my friends group smaller, you know, because it's like every time I have a whole lot of more people, it's a whole lot more drama. It's like more money, more problems. And maybe you spend so much time trying to have all of these distractions that it kind of ruined any kind of like anything as in like a deeper connection, because you had a whole lot of superficial connections that brought a lot of drama. And this was a way to like get away from your racing thoughts, and, you know, that you could never really focus in one area. And now that's like, this left such a bad taste in your mouth, like all of this stuff that you're ready to move away from, that now it's like something that you want to look at something in a whole new way and actually work on something that is a little more deeper and has more meaning. And I see a lot of good cards for you, Virgo. Fifth chakra on the bottom of the deck. It represents ability to speak and communicate clearly and effectively. This is your throat chakra. When it's imbalanced, it brings about shyness, being withdrawn, arrogance, and increased anxiety. It's like you didn't want to communicate, you didn't want to speak. And maybe that was the thing that was bringing a lot of anxiety. And it's like maybe there's time to kind of have a more open communication with what you really want, your needs, your feelings, whether it is to like be more careful in whatever path that you want to go down, because it looks like you have something really good that you want to go towards. And look, this is like freaking dope. Like, it's so, like, victory, happy family, and magician in the mirror. And caring relationships and rest and rejuvenation. Walk away from anything that brings you a lot of conflict, and it's time to have some open communication with what you really want, because it's like you're holding yourself back and you're holding your thoughts and feelings in, and this is the real thing that's bringing anxiety, or somebody's been doing that with you. This is trying to look at things trying to deal with things in a more healthy and mature manner. And it was the fact that there was a lack of communication that brought the anxiety in the first place. And I don't know, I think there's a lot of good things going. Just remember, though, it's Mercury retrograde. This is like pre-Mercury retrograde, so whatever you're going towards, it could be done before. So that's why there's a need to be really careful and observant with whatever you're going towards, which will ease a lot of your anxieties and a lot of another person's anxieties as well. Whoever you're trying to go towards or whatever you're trying to do. It's like the more you know, the less anxiety you're going to have. The more open communication with what you want, the less anxiety that it's going to be. Because it's like doing everything that you can to run away from your own racing thoughts. It just brought more drama, and it kept you away from something that you really wanted. And I feel like you're going towards it. You're ready to speak some truth, but that's what I got for you, Virgo. And smash that like button below if you feel it resonates. Donation box below if you feel moved to do so. I'll talk to you later. Bye.